I am having trouble operating this video system. So let's treat this as an audio broadcast. I have presented a few symbols that occurred in trees. Now here is another, a bird. The first one came and landed on the floor of my living room. The second was caught in a spider web. And now this is the third one. This is the week of September 2nd, 2024. I dreamt that I saw a small black bird with its beak stuck in a branch of a tree. The body is straight out. So I went there and I took this bird in my hand, and for a second I thought I might keep it. But no, because there might be a nest waiting for it somewhere. But anyway, I held this bird for a while. I walked around until I met my mother. And I said to her that this bird is moving, but it is not flying. In dream, we move about, but we are never aware that we are walking. Now, in the waking state, how do we know if we are moving along or we are being moved along? And I awake with that. Now, if we are being moved along, what is the hand that might be moving us? Let us consider mind over matter. Consider that the body is the source and resting place of mind. Mind arises from the body and settles in the body. In a new environment where we have no knowledge, the environment moves us along, and the body remembers the movement. When in the next encounter, the mind arises with knowledge of the last engagement and guides our movement, and continuously the habit creates experience. And so experience is the hand that moves us along through the life. How can we get? No, not how can we get. How can we negate the experience if we are to overcome for the sake of Sagest? We know that it starts in an environment, an unknown environment. Therefore, if we change the environment, go to a new environment, then the past experience is ineffective. Because, as I said, if you do what you always do, you are where you always were. Now, next dream. My brother tells me that I should lose the hat. Short dream. Now, remember the story where I said that the hat made of leaves is one place, is one among three, is one place where evil cannot go. The hat represents the authority in an environment. It represents the ideas that keep us in an activity. If I have ideas for the environment, then I do not suffer evils like lonely, longing, boredom, and the like, things that affect the self. This dream suggests to me that the environment, physical environment, is not really what is necessary. It is the engagement on a daily basis, the part of mind. The exercise for arriving at Sagest is to lose the effect of the activity of mind. Now we come to Friday, September 6th. I dreamt a young girl had a unique had an antique radio. The tuner for finding stations was two metal pieces moving against each other. I opened the radio and dismantled that part so there cannot be any tuning. And she said she cannot tune the radio now to find any stations. And I awake with that. Now, just for another piece, I revise the story of waiting. I cannot be waiting for one thing because everything around me is related in some part. I cannot say I will do one thing while I am awaiting another. I am either waiting or not waiting. And you might find that Sagest is a lot like waiting. Now I put it all together. The bird, as in my story of birds, the bird is what comes to mind. And as for being black, I employ the same argument I made for the black cats. It is the end. Now, nothing comes to me. The hat, the same argument I made for the hat made of leaves, represents the thoughts that surround me. Now, if I gave up the hat, I am free of the chattering of mind. And the girl, the young girl, who is often with me, I talked about her as desire in the mind or in the self. Desire has lost the ability to search. The tuning is gone. And now I put this little bit together. It's quite a dainty dish that is served by a wish, and drink to wait and cope from a cup brewed by hope. And every now and then a fortune might descend, grace for the desperate, chance for them of faith. But to engage and aspire is the harvest of perspire, deserving for their portion from mind and body's torsion. It's all about mind. Interpreter.